Hello, I'm Dr. Nikki Instone, and I'm a psychologist. I've been in practice for about 18 years, and I have been at Crossroads for probably about 5 or 6, and I help out on prayer team and woman camp and community care, and really excited to be here today to help you understand some things about mental health. If you're dealing with someone with a mental health issue, one of the most important things is to be supportive and understanding, even if you don't fully understand what they're going through because you've never experienced it yourself. A lot of times with depression and anxiety, they're not doing things that you know would help them feel better, and to really kind of be a coach to them and come alongside them in that and be encouraging to help them maybe get moving or maybe help them go out to a movie if they're afraid to go out. Really that loving kindness and that grace when they don't. So if there's an anxiety issue and you're hoping to go out with them that night, but then they're too afraid to go, that there's just a lot of grace wrapped around that. It's really easy to become frustrated or upset with it because they're struggling and you want to fix it for them and you can't. So you have to be really careful not to be critical, not to ever blame them for it, or ever just say, just get over it, or what's your problem, or even just to deny it and pretend like it's not there or that it's not real in any type of way. So when I look at mental health issues through the perspective of the Bible, there's a lot in there that can be helpful. So first of all, I look at when God first created us, He put us in the garden. The garden was a really nice place. There wasn't a lot of stress. They didn't need to worry about how they were going to put food on the table or whether or not they were going to have a job that paid enough money. So when I look at that, that's how God originally designed us. But instead, we're in this world with a lot of stress, a lot of pressure, a lot of things that we have to deal with, and some people go through trauma. And so when I see someone who's gone through trauma and they're having these mental health reactions, issues and reactions to it, I remind them that they're really having a normal reaction to an abnormal event. We really weren't designed to handle these types of things. So your body tries to figure out how to cope with that. Your mind tries to figure out how to cope with that. And a lot of times that can end up with symptoms like depression or anxiety. If you are struggling yourself with that, there are lots of things that you can do for help. Medication is one of them. There are lots of options on the market. Therapy is very helpful in these situations as well, to work on your mind and renewing your thinking. Especially with depression and anxiety, we can have distorted thinking and some faulty beliefs that are at play, and those can be worked out and corrected. So there's hope in that too. It is totally possible to change your mind, and what it takes is a ton of repetition. So it's a matter of being aware of where your brain goes when it goes into that depressive place or into that anxious place. And with anxiety, you're usually predicting the future. And with depression, it can come from either the future or the past or even the present. But just being aware of where your brain is going, capturing it, and there's no beating yourself up over it aloud. It's just a matter of recognizing it and then answering the question, what's true right here, right now? Right here, right now, what do I know is true? And with repetition, you actually literally rewire the neural connections in your brain. And so what you end up doing is creating a new thinking pattern, which is what we're looking for relief. So there definitely is hope. We have lots of things that can be used to help people deal with this.